Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you all?
Fine, thank you, sir. How about you, sir?
Good, good. Top of the world.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vimal. How come we have so few
Good
people?
morning, sir.
Viprajit, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
It seems the message hasn't passed through or what, Meher? How come so few people are here? Let me check the group 1 second.
Yeah. The link has been shared also in this email.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it seems the link was not in the group or what then?
Is there in the group?
Hmm.
Maybe it scrolled up that way and it's shared here.
Okay, good. Let's get going. First of all, hearty congratulations to all those who got certified, who were able to submit their assignments, who took the efforts, who implemented the learning. The probability of people completing an online course which is long enough, more than a month, is actually very less. And you guys have completed it. So first of all, congratulations to you. And you can take a moment to clap for yourself and for everybody else. Very quickly, maybe 30 seconds per person. Tell us, what did you learn from the assignment? Whoever wants to
Sir,
start.
can I start?
Yes, Vimal, go ahead.
Sir, actually, after going through the videos and attending the live webinars, this assignment actually tested, how much we have remembered from what we have seen and participated, as well as, it made it more or less mandatory to go through the manual, because there were certain things, like I could not gather from the questions. So after going through the manual and seeing what I have actually put in my practice, that's how I could answer all those questions that were put for the test.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Others? Thanks for sharing, Vimal.
Hello, sir. My name is Anupriya. It's a wow experience for me. And till the time I was thinking assignment means copy paste kind of things. But this is the excellent assignment, excellent question. Each and everything what we learned till now, we got a time, we got to practice it and implement in our daily life. And I can say this experience is a life lesson for us, and it's teach me that copy paste will not work now, and This is a wonderful assignment. Each and everything was perfectly aligned, and it's a question which sir made it. It let me go through all the recordings, then only I'm able to answer. So it's the best for me to revamp or revised all the session which we had till now.
Super. Very good. Any more sharings?
Hello, sir. I'm Manjula.
Hi, Manjula.
Sir, actually, initially I felt that I cannot do the assignment before the 27th. So in chat also, I've asked a time from sir that can I submit in the next week. Then sir told that you do what is required. You can do it. If people are taking the time, then it will be taking time only. Then they will never committed and they will never finish their assignment. So I took that as a challenge. And Saturdays I won't be able to attend the this class because I am having an office. So in 1 week I gone through all the videos to attend this assignment. And as and when I'm completing the video, I started writing the assignment also. In that way, it was very useful for me to know about myself, that how much I can change myself from all the like fine tune my this one behavior or my thought process by using the visual method, visual or auditory or kinesthetic, any sense of that. And also how I can use the anchoring for overcoming myself, and how I can use the reframing if any wrong things are coming to me. In that way, I learned many things. I started using also, so it is coming in positive way for me. And also I felt that in this one, that if someone can do it, everyone can do it, anyone can do it. So that I took as a challenge, and I have done what is required. But it was hectic for me to complete. But before on 27th itself, I have completed assignment and said, okay, there is a feedback from sir that I was not able to write the Milton model related one question, that is the audience, addressing the audience. So, but sir told that if you attend all the questions only, I'll be giving the feedback. So that I have attended. So it was not confident for me when I've written. So now I will be improving on that. In that way, it is useful for fine-tuning my behavior and my thought process, in which I also will be getting the others' thought process, so that I can give the suggestion, or I can make the correct decisions. Thank you so much.
Wow. Super. Such wonderful sharings. Good.
Pavan,
Yes, Urmila, go ahead.
yeah. So this course, me and my niece had run it together. So this assignment, more than the recordings, this assignment, when we did it together, we discussed every single thing. What does she mean by it? What do I mean by it? What is our experiences? And then we wrote it according to our experiences. So this assignment pushed us to discuss more and to understand the concepts more in each one's perspective. And it has pushed us to take one technique at a time, and we have decided to practice one technique at a time per week and then get back for discussion henceforth.
Super.
So,
We will take more sharings shortly. What we will do now is we will get on to one more additional wonderful topic that has been pending, and then we will move on to the actual certification. Okay. This topic we generally take at the end in the course during the certification day, because this topic makes more sense after you have reflected on the assignment very well. And it only makes more sense to those who have reflected on the assignment. So we will start that now. Mehernosh will take over. And then we are going to, after this small topic is over, we will come back and do the actual certification. We'll announce your certification shortly. Okay. Shaji Matthew, our settings are all open. You can unmute yourself. Maybe it's something on your side. That's the reason you're not able to unmute. Okay, great. Mehernosh, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Pavan. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to the convocation day. Congrats to all who have completed the assignment and are ready to get certified today. As Pavan said, we'll start with a small topic, final topic for the curriculum. And this topic is not something new for you. Although we have not covered it in the 10 sessions that we did, it is not new for you because you have actually answered a question also on this particular topic. Any guesses which topic we're talking about? It is there in your manual, you have answered the question. It was not covered in the 10 days. And this is the appropriate moment to cover it. Any guesses? Okay. All right, let me tell you, no idea. Okay, fine. Okay, think about it. You have answered 20 questions, and out of that, 19 topics were covered in the class, and one I had told you to do as a self-study. That is the beliefs of excellence, which are actually the presuppositions of NLP. You have answered a question on this. The question was that write down the 5 beliefs of excellence out of the 18 which are there in your notes, which you resonate with the most. The purpose of taking it up in this last session today is that now we can actually reflect on all the techniques and processes that we have done and align it with the presuppositions, with the beliefs of excellence. If you have seen so far, NLP is a set of tools and techniques. You've learned various tools and techniques to get whatever you want, whatever outcome you want, you have a tool for that. But behind all these tools and techniques, there is a mindset. The mindset by which you need to operate is what is there in your presuppositions of NLP. So we'll quickly run through all of them with the help of a mind map. The presuppositions are divided into separate parts. The first part is regarding the model of the world. Now, as we go into this, we'll do it in a certain way. We will discuss what the presuppositions are. And you also realize that each presupposition is backed up by certain tools and techniques. So we'll take this opportunity to recap also which tool and technique in NLP helps you to further imbibe the mindset of this particular presupposition. Okay, so let's begin with the first set, that is the model of the world. Everyone has a unique model of the world. It's like relating it back to the communication model of the mind. Whatever happens externally is filtered through our processes of deletion, distortion, generalization, and sits in our mind as an internal representation. That internal representation affects our emotions, affects our physiology, and thereby determines our external behavior. Now, the interesting part of this is that although the communication model of the world is communication model of the mind is a given process, the filters of deletion, distortion, generalization work differently for different people. And thereby, they create different internal representations for different people. And therefore, each one has a unique model of the world. Now, when you realize this, it's important to understand that because everyone has a unique model of the world, people are going to behave differently even in the same situation. So the next one that we talk about is that since people are going to behave differently in different situations, respect the other person's model of the world. How about being curious rather than being furious? When you realize that something is not happening as per the way you would have wanted it to happen. Somebody's behaving differently. What is probably going on in their model of the world for them to behave that way? One point over here is when we say respect the other person's model of the world, very often people hesitate from applying this in life because they think that if we have to respect the other person's model of the world, we may start agreeing with that person's model of the world, and that is what we don't want to do. So yes, that is fine. You can respect your own territory, your own model of the world. You don't have to agree with the other person. Respecting the other person's map of the world is not about agreeing with them necessarily. But respecting it makes you realize that, oh, that is what they are doing and why they are doing and where they are coming from. And you've seen that when you start respecting the other person's model of the world, they also start understanding your aspect, what is going on in your part in a certain way. So type in the chat box which technique or which tools and processes help you to understand the other person's model of the world better. It also helps the other person to somewhere get an understanding or some kind of appreciation of your own model of the world. Which one is that? Which technique have we done? Yes. How would you get a sense of the other person's way of being, where they are coming from? Reframing. Okay, reframing is one way because it changes your perspective. Chunking, yeah. When you chunk down, chunk up, you get more information. But all this is about consciously figuring out and asking, what can you do instantly to get a sense of where they are coming from so that they get a sense from where you are coming from? Yeah, rapport. Rapport, the matching and mirroring of the body language, physiology, or voice. You notice that even when you choose to disagree with someone and you're still in rapport, even that activity we did of disagree and match or disagree and match. What happens when you're disagreeing and matching the body language? The other person starts getting a sense of perspective of where you are coming from, and same happens with you. So there is an instant connection get built when you're creating rapport. So that helps. Yeah. Milton helps you to somewhere start getting bypassing the conscious filters of the other person and connecting with them in a way that they are able to understand. But understanding and respecting their model of comes from creating a rapport. And of course, chunking up, down, sideways to create more awareness about what is happening over there. And as you chunk down and being in rapport while you chunk is very important. Because when you're in rapport and you're chunking, you're asking the question, and that is a time when you start getting a sense of perspective of their answers. So third one in the category of model of the world is the map is not the territory. We have discussed this several times, especially when we did the meta model. The meta model was a set of tools or a way of asking questions, powerful questions that help us to chunk down more and more into the territory. Although you will never get the complete territory, but it helps to create an awareness about what is there. How come this map is formed? How come this model of the world is created in your life, in the other person's life? So chunking by asking questions is what helps over here. The next set of presuppositions is regarding behavior. Behavior is the way we interact with the world. It's the way we respond to the external event after having gone through the process of deletion, distortion, generalization. The one key thing to understand here is that when people engage in certain behavior, which may not be good or may be good, whichever way it is, the people are not the behavior. People are not the behavior. No matter how much we may find someone to be, abusive or not understanding or resistant or difficult person, we tend to label people, right? He's a difficult person. Or even ourselves, we tend to label our own self that I'm lazy, I'm a procrastinator, I'm a slow learner, whether it is about self or other people. Be aware of the identities that we label people with, including ourselves. People are not the behavior, gives you a perspective that behavior is only one component that a person can choose. And that choice is really empowering. If you can choose a behavior X, you can also choose behavior Y. You can also choose behavior not X or behavior not Y, the opposite of that. If you say that I am lazy, you have labeled yourself at the level of identity. And which is the topic where we spoke about different levels of operations. The different levels of change. What was that? We saw that behavior is one level and people or identity is another level altogether. Yes, the logical levels of change. In your life, wherever you are, keep in mind that we operate from these 6 levels. The bottommost one being the environment, then behavior, then capabilities, then values and beliefs, then identity, and then purpose. People are not the behavior, people is the identity when we label people or others or ourselves. And behavior is what we do. And identity tells us that who we are is different from what we do. Yeah, there may be an interconnection. But when we realize people are not the behavior, we realize that we are capable of choosing more different behaviors also than what we have labeled ourselves or limited ourselves to. What we define that we are this way, we are this, we are that, what we define, our subconscious mind chooses to defend. We defend ourselves by what we define ourselves. When we say मैं ऐसा ही हूं या वो ऐसा ही है, that person is like that or I am like that only. Realize that you are more than your behavior and you're making a choice at all times. Yeah, it's a different thing that sometimes the choice is conscious and most of the time that choice is subconscious decision. But relating this back to the 3 key pillars of NLP. Awareness. When you bring in that awareness that, okay, what are my choices? What am I doing by default that I have labeled to the level of my identity? I realize, okay, fine, this is what I've been doing, but now what can I do differently? A simple way to understand, if I tell somebody, if I think about someone as, this guy is an abusive person, just because he's using foul language. Okay, the different way to think is instead of saying he's abusive, how about thinking that this person is using foul language? The use of foul language is a behavior, but if it's an abusive person, it becomes a identity. In my mind, at least. Right? Because we realize that same so-called abusive person is capable of being completely clean and polite in a different circumstance. Maybe when he or she is with elder people or in temple, तो वहां पे क्या हो गया? वहां पे गाली क्यों नहीं निकली? Right? So behavior can change, and that is the next presupposition. Every behavior is contextual. The meaning of the behavior depends on the context in which it appears. This is something which I've been repeating on and off throughout the session also, and even generally a strong belief that I believe in, that there is no never and there is no always. We are capable and we are flexible enough to choose the behavior in whatever context is there. Never and always are 2 extremes. We have seen in meta model, they are universal quantifiers. right? That always it is like this only, or never it is like this. But we are capable of choosing, and the behavior that we choose may have a meaning depending on the context. And what is that context? What governs our behavior in the particular context is linked to the next presupposition, which is every behavior has a positive intention. No matter how much a behavior may appear to be damaging to ourselves, or maybe a negative behavior, or you may think that, oh, I'm wasting my time, I should not be doing this. Please realize that in that moment you are doing it because it is giving you some kind of satisfaction, some kind of pleasure, some kind of joy, some kind of what we call as secondary gain. So people are not the behavior. The meaning of behavior is dependent on the context, and every behavior has a positive intention. We have learned certain tools, techniques, processes that help us to realize this. In fact, they work on these three presuppositions. Which ones are they? Which techniques, which tools, which processes in NLP help you to reinforce these three presuppositions? Type in the chat box. Where we actually think about changing the meaning making of certain behavior. We look at questioning. Stages of learning are not exactly connected to this. Something else. Reframing, yeah. Reframing, changing the perspective, realizing that the behavior, even when we say that there is something happening, what is the positive intention behind that? Meta model helps you to chunk down, ask, and break through your filters of deletion, distortion, and generalization. Yes, 6-step reframing, which is about understanding that whatever negative behavior I'm resisting, what you resist will persist. So instead of resisting the negative behavior, figure out what is the positive intention of that negative behavior, chunk up, and then chunk down to find out what are various ways in which we can fulfill that positive intention of the negative behavior. When your mind knows that there is an alternative way to do that, it automatically puts to rest that so-called initial negative behavior that we were indulging. Flexibility, yeah. So our behavioral flexibility helps you to realize that there are choices. Anchoring helps you to have the state that is needed to process all this, to understand, to become more forgiving that people are not their behavior, to realize that, okay, there can be a positive intention. Some modalities, kind of, because that also actually determines the way you the way you relate and the way you interact. Yeah. Okay, so these are about the larger purpose or intention behind the behaviors. Perceptual position helps you to also get a flavor of that where is the other person coming from? When you get into second position, when you get into fly on the wall. There is one more presupposition regarding behaviors, and that is the most reliable information about a person is their behavior. Now, this may appear to be a bit contradictory to the earlier one. On one hand, we are saying people are not the behavior. On the other hand, we are saying the most reliable information is behavior. What does this mean? Please understand here that the context of this one is different. The most reliable information about a person is the behavior, is telling you that whenever you notice a mismatch between somebody's verbals and somebody's non-verbals, when they are saying something but they end up doing something totally different, pay attention to what they are doing. Here, the doing part or the behavior is not just what they are actually acting out, but it also includes the physiology. Simple example, I think I've given this example earlier also. If you invite your friend for a party, or you are sharing some very good news with a friend, and the friend says like this, I'm really very excited to know this. Look at the way I'm saying it, okay? I'm really very excited and happy to know this. अभी वो बोल क्या रहा है, दिख क्या रहा है? What he's saying and what is appearing on his physiology. There is a mismatch, right? Now, when there is a mismatch, what do? Yeah, Archana is saying jealous. Now, jealous, yeah. Is it really jealous? And this is, thank you for sharing that, Archana. Again, not to pinpoint, but just thank you for fake, right? Thanks for sharing that. We run our processes in our head. Ye usko pasand nahi aaya. He's not able to digest. He's a fake appreciation. He's jealous. Now think about it. While it is important to pay attention to the non-verbals over the verbals, what next? Do we jump to a mind read? These examples are mind read, right? That he's jealous or fake or not able to digest this. Maybe you're right. Mind read is not necessarily always wrong. But that is the point, that to figure out what does that non-verbal mean? And how to figure out? How to figure out? What do you think we should do? Should we resort to guesswork and mind read, or wait for their action? Action samne hai. The person is no need to. I didn't understand. Spend time. Okay, no need to spend time with the person anymore. Pasand hi nahi aa raha hai hamari khushi pe. He's not even participating in that. How do you know he's not happy with your news? Ask, exactly. Question. Use meta model. Use chunking. Chunk down. Don't jump to your own meaning making. You are doing a meaning making about their meaning making. Look at that. Is that going to be helpful? It will, at the least, it is only going to further deepen the misunderstandings and the conflicts. So what to do? Ask. And how to ask? You don't directly challenge the person saying that, see, you are jealous. You didn't like what I shared with you. Here it is where you can apply even simply the feedback sandwich, the power feedback. Think about it. How feedback sandwich has got to do with this situation? What is it? What is the relation? This is the way you can respond now. You can, feedback sandwich kya hai? First positive, then constructive, then positive. Okay. So first, I'm happy to hear from you that you are saying that you are happy about it and you are excited about this. Don't use but. And yet I notice that generally when you're excited, your physiology is different. Today I found that spark to be missing when I'm sharing this. Stating only sensory-based feedback. Not saying that you are not happy, not saying that you are faking your happiness. No allegations, sensory-based feedback. Third layer, positive. We have been friends for long. I know you have something good for me in mind. Is there something you want to share with me? Okay, a feedback sandwich. Simple, 3 steps. And what it is helping you to do, it is helping you to refrain from your own meaning making and your own mind read in that situation. You might be also thinking as you're listening to me right now, but even if I say this, what if my friend will just lie to me? But again, that is a mind read, isn't it? At least you will be able to get some more details by asking, because you're paying attention to the non-verbals. So when we say the most reliable information about the person is the non-verbal, is the behavior, That does not mean that you jump to conclusion and do mind read about their behavior. You figure out by asking that what is going on, by giving a proper sensory based feedback. Because, okay, take the same example. Can you type in the box that what could be a different reason for the person to give such a thanda response to your happiness? What could be happening about it? Anyway, mind read कर रहे हो ना, negative automatically होता है. Negative mind read may happen instantly by default. Mind read is a mind read. We don't know which one is right, which one is wrong. Maybe he had a bad news. Yeah, maybe something going on in his own life that is not allowing him to express the happiness. Something going on in his own life. Maybe something that he has recently been through right now, and you are sharing a joyful moment, but uske life mein kuch aur chal raha hai. Maybe his or her own expectations of self. Yeah, maybe that, oh, yeah, we were batchmates and you are progressing. I'm happy for you. But I have to figure out where I stand. I have to figure out what I need to do to pep up my own situation. And maybe it generally got nothing to do with your happiness. Maybe. All these are maybes anyway, right? I'm just inviting you to explore that there could be so many different mind reads from the default mind read that we jump to. The pattern that we get into. Remember the pattern of folding hands. We also have a pattern, right? In anything and everything. Facing some challenges, their personal problem, their ego. It is my duty if I feel he is important to get him to my rapport or thinking, yeah, so do that, find out. He could be preoccupied with some other messages, yeah. Or maybe he is thinking about you different to me. Maybe he is wondering, say your good news is that you have got a nice position abroad. He's wondering, yaar, apna saath chhut jayega. You'll not be able to meet that often. Maybe that is the first trigger, and it's nothing to do with being jealous. It could be just that feeling of separation. Remember, the external event is the same. But what gets triggered, what internal representations get triggered, what emotions get triggered could be different. Maybe that trigger of separation came up before the trigger of the happiness for him. Positive thought process will start later. Yeah, maybe. So many different things, right? And we've learned that what other things, look at possibilities. We don't know which one is right, which one is wrong. But while we don't know whether the negative ones are right, we don't even know the positive ones are right. So how about being curious and genuinely figuring out that? Okay, next set of presuppositions is regarding resources. Everyone makes the best use of whatever resources we have. Very, very important. Sometimes we feel negative about a certain person, that they did not do this, they did not help me. But we are often looking at it from our perspective, where we needed their support, help, their resources to fuel us in our growth. But boss, they were probably doing the best of whatever resources they had. Resources here are internal emotional states, internal wisdom, knowledge, whatever, external, internal, everything. Makes you forgiving about the situation, that you are probably blaming someone internally, maybe not blaming externally, but you're thinking that somebody is responsible for what is going on in your life. They did what was best as per their resources at that time. Not only forgiving of other people, more importantly, this principle makes you forgiving of your own self. Often we beat ourselves for certain decisions that we took way back in our life. If I had not thought that way, if I had not acted that way, life would have been different. Fine. Yeah, it could have been different. But how often or for how long are you going to get stuck in that guilt or shame of something that you decided or did way back. Realize that when you were doing that, when you were making that decision, when you were getting into that behavior way back then, it was when you were acting to the best of your resources. In hindsight, of course, you can look back and say that I made a wrong decision. But yeah, take the learning from the decision. No? Remember the behavioral frame. There is no failure. There is only feedback. What feedback, what learning you get. And realize that you took that based on the resources that you had. Maybe the learning is that I need to get more resources now. Maybe the learning is that I need to get more emotional mastery on my own self. Maybe I need to get more knowledge, more wisdom. Yeah, but at that time when you did that, you made the best use of whatever resources you had. Don't beat yourself too much for a wrong decision. Take the learning. Now what? Move ahead. Often when we are getting into a state of regret or guilt or shame, we realize that we become unresourceful. We're not able to act in the right way because of something that we did. Or even in the present situation. Let's say you have to present on the stage, you become nervous. And you are not having that resources that we are talking about. The resource of confidence, the resource of courage, the resource of clarity to take a decision, whatever example. Remember that there are no unresourceful people. There are only unresourceful state. It is similar to what we spoke about. People are not their behavior. People are not their state. We may get into an unresourceful state which is not helping us. Could be a state of jealousy or anger or frustration or sadness. But we can come out of it because that is only a state. And when we say that there are no unresourceful people, there are only unresourceful states, again, realize that as people, as a person, we have a choice, a very, very empowering choice of making or getting a resourceful state as well. And वो resourceful state कहाँ से आएगा? Where will that come from? If I say that I'm currently feeling low on confidence, I'm feeling nervous about the fact that I have to give an important presentation to a client. It's an unresourceful state. But where will that resourceful state of clarity, of confidence, courage come from? I need that right now. Where will it come from? Let's say I need a resourceful state. Exactly, anchoring. Anchoring is a technique we've learned that if we have been in that state before, we can bring it back again. Yeah, swish will help, self-boosting will help, of course, but the state that we are talking about is getting the anchored states from what we already have. The circle of excellence, remember that. If there are unresourceful states, we can actually collapse it by doing power anchors. So, where does the anchor apply? Or from where is that state coming? Anchoring, where is it coming in from? It is not coming from anywhere external, it's coming from internal only. We have all the resources that we need. Everyone has all the resources that they need. That is the next. We don't booster shot of happiness or joy or confidence. It's there. Reconnect earlier past experience where you had that confidence and bring it back. So that is about the resources. So resources, again, the topics that have helped us are anchoring, circle of excellence, perceptual position, reframing, of course, because that is working every time we get different perspective. That also comes from a reframe, right? Perceptual position helps us to realize that everyone is making best use of the resources that they have. Remember in fly on the wall process, we ask fly, that, okay, what resources does the first person need? वो कहाँ से आ रहा है? From above something. When the fly on the wall process in perceptual, who is that fly? Who is the fly? It is not some external source. It is your own wisdom. Yeah, it is you. It is your higher self giving an advice to yourself, which means सब कुछ सबके पास पहले से है, right? So that is about the resources, the neutral self, yeah, the objective self, what we call it. The next set of presuppositions are around communication. Very important principle in communication is that the meaning of the communication is in the response that you get. If I am asking a person to do action A and the person is doing action B, what is going wrong? We often tend to think the person is a duffer. He's so stupid. समझता ही नहीं है. I've told him 5 times do this, but he goes out and does that. Or he misunderstands what I'm saying. How come that person is misunderstanding every time what I'm saying? Please think about it this way. When you are thinking that the other person is misunderstanding, when you're thinking that the other person is dumb to take instructions or to follow instructions, is not able to understand what you're saying, usko samajh mein nahi aata hai, what are you doing? Firstly, you're labeling the other person, not realizing that people are not their behavior. Secondly, more importantly, what you're doing is that as a person who is supposed to communicate, you are giving the responsibility of the success of that communication to the other person, which means that you are getting into the effect mode. This principle is so profound that it puts the sender of the communication in the cause mode. If the person is not understanding, whatever meaning is being understood by the person is because I have communicated in that particular way. It's not about self-blame. It's about understanding that what change I need to make in my communication to ensure that it gets communicated the way I intended to get communicated. The meaning of the communication is not what you intend to communicate. The meaning of the communication is what actually gets communicated and what is the response of the other person. Simple example. Let's say you go in a foreign country. Let's say you are in France. Okay, you are asking somebody the way to go somewhere. Unfortunately, the person who you chose to ask doesn't understand English. होता है ना, in a foreign country you ask how to go there and that person says English, no English. Now what will you do to communicate? Will you say that person is a duffer, he doesn't even understand English in his country? What will you do? You will either communicate in sign language or you will use Google Translate, right? What are you doing? You are changing your language in a way that is appropriate for the other person to understand. Now, this example is relatable when it comes to language that is different. But what about the same language? Language is only a medium. When we are using English or whatever our communication languages with a person whom we are regularly communicating with, what changes needs to be made in our communication process that ensures that the other person gets what we intend to communicate? That is about understanding that the meaning is in the response, not in the intention. Yeah, in any country that happens, right? But we forget that in our own country, in our own family, I'm not even talking about a different language over here. In our own family, with our own friends, with our own bosses, peers, team members, what is happening? I'm not telling you to change the language of communication there. I'm telling you to change the process of communication so that they get it. Yeah, talk to that representation model. And we have learned various things over here. matching, mirroring, using other people's words, paraphrasing, using their vocabulary, using their representation systems, whether they are visual, auditory, kinesthetic, figuring that out in that moment and using that to ensure that you get a proper response. If we say that the other person doesn't understand or is resistant, please realize that sign of resistance is an indication of lack of rapport. Any resistance is a sign of lack of rapport. Which means, again, when you say that that person is not willing to talk or is not willing to be responsive at all, pehle dekho, what are you doing to be in rapport? And again, you don't have to be in rapport with everyone in the world. But where your outcome is that interaction is important or communication is important and the person is not being interactive, ask yourself, what are you doing to stay in rapport? Are you meeting them where they are before you take them where you want them to be? So type in the chat box, what techniques help you to stay in rapport? What techniques help you to communicate better? What tools and processes have you seen for communication? Before you get to the third presupposition of communication. Admire, okay? Eye movements, yeah. Admiring is like being in the appreciative frame and meeting them where they are. Notice their eye movements, okay? Body language, mirror, matching, yeah. Using your non-verbals, listening, acknowledgement, tonality, yeah. Also in terms of language, a lot of misunderstanding happens because we are probably using the same terms which mean different things to different people. Clarify. What do you mean by this word? Meta-model questions, chunking down, chunking up. Why is it important to you? Don't ask why, but what is important about this to you? Chunking up, chunking down, chunking sideways. Communication, be clear. What meaning making are you doing? Is it the same as the meaning making that I have done? Milton model, the language of influence. How can you address directly to their subconscious mind in a way that gets them moving, that gets them acting upon? Can we use pacing current experiences to get into rapport? Can we use embedded quotes, extended quotes, embedded commands? You have all the techniques with you, right? The third presupposition in communication is you cannot not communicate. We are communicating all the time, whether verbally or non-verbally. There are 3 V's of communication. The 3 V's are verbal, which is the words that we say. Second V is vocal, our voice tonality. And the third V is visual, how we appear as we are communicating, our body language, our physiology. So verbal, vocal, and visual. And apply your sensory acuity, calibrate each time to understand what is being communicated, not only verbally, but also vocally and verbal and non-verbal both. And utilize your verbal and non-verbal also to communicate holistically. Okay, that is about communication. Then coming to choices. The person who has maximum flexibility has the maximum influence on the outcome. What kind of flexibility can you operate from? In fact, we have seen that behavioral flexibility is one of the pillars of NLP. When you realize what are your default patterns with your awareness, when you realize that, okay, what other ways are there? Think about it. What are my default mind reads that I apply in certain situations or I apply with certain people? And you realize there is a different way to look at it. What are the different responses that I apply to a challenging situation? Either I withdraw, or I start blaming myself, or I start blaming the other person. Now you realize that that default pattern is there, but what different route can we apply now? So flexibility helps you to get more influence on the outcome, on yourself and on others. Simple example, let's say I have to go from city A to city B. And if I say I'm going to travel only first class flight, business class flight, I'm going to restrict the options, right? But if I say, yeah, I'm okay for economy also, I'm going to take a train also, I'm okay to take a car also. Now I have so many more options. I can weigh all the options. I can chunk and weigh all the options, the ecology factor of that. But the point is that when I'm okay to open up more options in my life, more flexibility, I can make more choices. I'm not limited by a pathway or a certain pattern. Right? One of the principles here is that everything is fixable as long as you are flexible. Make flexibility a part of your mindset. Okay, Himaja is asking, how about different verbal and vocal? Verbal is the choice of words, and vocal is your vocal tone, your tonality, your voice quality. Okay, that is why, that's how they are different. Okay, procedures. All procedures in NLP should lead to more choices and wholeness. Like even a simple example of applying this is when we are looking at 6-step reframe. We look at how to deal with a particular negative situation. But when we chunk up to find out what is the positive intention of the negative situation, and then we further break it up that, okay, what are the various ways to address that positive intention? What are we doing? We are coming up with more and more choices. We are coming up with more and more flexibility. We are creating more wholeness in the entire process. So chunking up, chunking down, chunking sideways helps you to create more flexibility and more wholeness also. Okay, so that's about flexibility choices. The last category is about results. Outcome orientation is one of the pillars of NLP. And understanding that whatever results you want first get generated in our mind. Remember the generative success cycle. It all starts with the belief that you have. Based on the belief, you will tap into whatever potential you have. Based on that, you will take as much action as you can, and based on that, you will get your results. Not only that, it doesn't stop there. The meaning making that you do of the results that you get, will further determine whether you will reinforce your belief and further be able to get more results or not. So it's all starts with the mind. So type in the chat box, which NLP processes help you to strengthen this aspect, to make things clear in your mind before you get your results. Visualization for positive outcomes. Yeah, which process in NLP helps you to visualize that? Where we make the desired outcome completely clear. Well-formed outcomes. Yes. Smart goals. Yes. What else? Even swish, right? We are clarifying and making our desired image very clear. Yes, swish. Well-formed outcomes, that entire process, those questions, the mind map that we saw, it's about making your outcomes clear in your mind to the level that your subconscious is propelled into action. We have discussed that goal getting is done by the conscious mind. Sorry, goal setting is done by the conscious mind. But the goal getting is actually done by the subconscious mind. And that mind, when it is absolutely clear about what results you want, you're able to act on it. Yeah, the 4 quadrants in that. It's part of the well-formed outcomes. Understanding the impact of your actions and your results on your subconscious will help you to get the results better. Another aspect of the mind is the submodalities. What is placed where in your mind around you determines your feeling towards it, determines your emotion towards it, determines your action and your results. Milton is actually talking to the subconscious mind, bypassing the conscious filters. In fact, all the processes that we've done involve triggering your subconscious mind with awareness and then taking the action. Mind and body are interrelated. The physiology affects the psychology, and psychology affects the physiology. Think about it. How come a mudra that you use for anchoring can create a desired state? There is a connection, right? The physical anchor can have an instant impact on your mental well-being. So that is about mind-body connection. And finally, if someone can do it, anyone can do it. This forms the process of what is the reason why NLP came into being. That was modeling. Modeling successful behavior. If you find someone doing something really well, if they can do it, anyone can do it. How can you figure out what is working? NLP is the study of what works. We discussed that on day 1. But when you figure out what works and make a model out of it, you can make it work for you as well. In fact, this forms the part or the basis of the next level of NLP, which is the NLP Master Practitioner. Master Practitioner works on helping you to model anything and everything that you want in life. And when we say just because it is working for someone else, you model it in your life, it is not of your own things that work well. It is about integrating what is already working well for you with what you want to work for you. That is the part of modeling. In practitioner level, how we have seen this being applied is basically in a different form, where instead of saying if someone can do it, anyone can do it, we have learned that if I have done it before, I can do it again. The topic I'm relating to is strategies. When you figure out the strategies in your own mind that have worked earlier, you can apply them in whatever situation, even in the future, even in the present moment. So I hope that was a good recap of the whole course. Was that helpful? Yes. Superb. And we have something even further to help you to take a recap of the entire course, whatever we learned. And that is this particular mind map of the entire NLP practitioner course. What most people prefer to do is take a printout of this and keep it handy for reference, so that it reminds you that you have all the resources that you need, that you have learned all these techniques and tools, and just be empowered to pick up what works and what helps you in which moment. Okay. So we'll be sharing this mind map in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So now are we excited for the next level, for the next step?
Good.
Super.
So I hope you all are enjoying this learning. Something new today. Who is Baba Computer?
I think that is Sailesh Rao.
अच्छा अच्छा, ऐसा नाम क्यों लगा रखा शैलेश जी? बाबा कंप्यूटर. ओके.
नहीं वो ऑटोमेटिकली है.
अच्छा, ठीक है. Okay. So before we move forward to the convocation, the principles that you learned right now, all those wonderful presuppositions, are something that you should always have handy. something that you should be aware of and live by. Shailesh, please mute yourself. These are, when you are in awareness of these principles that you just learned, I think a lot of things will automatically be sorted. A lot of complications will get cleared, and a lot of new complications will not happen to begin. So, with that, another very important announcement before we take it forward. You will now be invited to the alumni group. Some of you have already joined in. Those who haven't joined in, you can join our alumni group now, wherein you will have access to our Wednesday wisdom sessions. Every alternate Wednesday, we conduct a session on some topic, some additional learning into NLP, which is generally based on what you have learned in the practitioner course, but more on the application side. And you are most welcome to join there. When you join the alumni group, you get a chance to attend all those sessions as well. Now, another interesting thing, how many of you would want to learn the same topics that you learned in practitioner, but in a manner where what you learned from Mehernosh, you learn from me, and what you learned from me, you learn from Mehernosh? How many of you would want to do that? So you get different perspectives. Super. So join the next session on Wednesday that will happen to know more about how you can get that. Okay. So whenever we do the next revision session on Wednesday, you can join there, and there you will get to know how you can get these alternate sessions as well. For now, what I really want you to consider is joining the Master Practitioner course. The Master Practitioner course, I have already told you enough about it, but I just want to quickly tell you once again. It is a very, very super awesome course. After doing the assignment, you'll probably now relate with this concept much better. In the whatever you learned in this practitioner course was to go in a certain way, in a certain process that you have to follow based on what is there in the book, what is there in the notes. But you will not always have the opportunity to influence people by telling them, sit in front of me and do step by step what I ask you to do. Right? Most of the times, life will not offer you that opportunity. Life will want you to do it as you communicate. बातों बातों में ये process हो जाना चाहिए, and that is precisely what we learn in the Master Practitioner course. Once the fundamentals in the practitioner are right, you are now very much set, very much eligible, and very much ready to learn all these techniques to a very different level. In the Master Practitioner course, one thing that you learn is how you do all these things bato bato mein, as in just while you communicate without explicitly doing the processes. Second thing that you learn is a lot of additional techniques and advanced techniques to what you have learned. For example, you have only learned one swish technique. There are multiple forms to swish, which you will learn in Master Practitioner. A lot more on language patterns, a lot more on what you have learned like Milton and meta model. There is a lot more to it. There's a lot more to chunking, a lot more applications of chunking than what you just learned with us, like chunking for basic communication and chunking for negotiation. There are a lot more applications to chunking. One very important thing that you're going to deal with in Master Practitioner is beliefs and values. Helping you to understand what your beliefs are, what your values are, giving you tools to understand what people's beliefs and values are, and how do you align these beliefs and values. Sometimes our values contradict with each other. Our beliefs contradict with each other, and we remain confused. How do you align them so that you automatically set yourself on the right track, set yourself on the right goal, set yourself on the right methods, the right journeys to grow and to excel? There are a lot of blockers inside us that are created by our beliefs and values. Realigning them takes care of a lot of things. Then you will learn a lot of additional information about how people communicate. Different types of people. Some people like to keep blaming, some people like to take responsibility, some people like to only analyze, not get too much involved. There are different types of peoples. Some people like to keep distracting wherever they go. Now, what are these different types of people, and how do you deal with these different types of people in different situations? You will learn that as well. A lot on emotions, a lot on how to be uh, aware in different situations, and a lot more is going to happen in this Master Practitioner course. The course is a good 60 hours of total learning, 3 hours every weekend. Every Sunday evening, 7 to 10, we conduct the course. and it goes on for 20 weekends. The next batch will begin in March, 10th of March, and it will go on until middle of August sometime. And I invite all of you to join that course. Like I said earlier also, typical master practitioner course anywhere in the world costs around ₹1,00,000 or more per person. We are doing it with a different intention, with a different goal. So we have not put the prices so high. Yet we want more and more serious people to join in, and we want more and more people who are interested to take the knowledge forward and interested to use it for their good, for their family's good, and for the good of the people around them. We have priced it at a very, very reasonable, only 40,000 rupees. When you make that investment, you get access to the course. You get access to all the practitioner courses that happen until the master practitioner course is over, which means you can attend more and more attend with different people for practice. You get access to the recordings of the practitioner course. You get access to the recordings of the master practitioner course as well. There is no separate price to be paid for the recordings. And of course, when you complete the assignment for master practitioner, you get to be certified as a master practitioner as well. So I invite you all to join the master practitioner course. It's a wonderful thing. And if you take your decision now itself, then even before your course begins, you can join the next practitioner batch, including the practice group and the recordings. That way you get to practice a bit more before you get into the masters. So I invite you all, make sure you make it a point to join. Mehernosh will share the link here on the chat shortly to make your advance payment, and also on the WhatsApp group. The advance payment is only 10,000, so you can start getting into more and more practitioner batches until you begin the master practitioner course. And of course, after we begin the course also, you are there, you are allowed to go and deal with the practitioners. So make sure you make it a point. It's not a very large investment. If you put it over 20 sessions, it is hardly 2,000 rupees per session. But the value that you're going to get per session is going to be way awesome. Anything, if you are anywhere involved into any kind of people management, and we all are into people management in some way or the other, whether you want to become a coach, a trainer, a teacher, a counselor, or whether you are having to manage a team. As a manager, you have to keep counseling and coaching your team. Or whether you are a parent who needs to keep, wants to have the right skills to develop their children. Or whether you are a doctor or a chartered accountant or any kind of professional services person, lawyer, who needs to deal with their customers or with their clients in a manner that the client understands what you're saying and the client complies with what you're saying. Any kind of role where you need to deal with people, these courses are going to be extremely powerful for you. And I invite you to join the Master Practitioner course. Okay. The overall outcome of this course is going to be extremely awesome. Mehernosh will also share the brochure. He has already shared it earlier. He'll share it once again on the group, where you will get to know what all is covered in the course and take this opportunity to use the course, to use this learning for, take this learning forward. What you have done is a bachelor's degree till now. It's now time for a master's degree. We'll definitely take this to a very different level. Okay. The recordings will be available for until the course is over, and a couple more weeks for you to revise and all. Plus, the advantage here is it is only one session per week. It's not two sessions like practitioners. So every week you come, you learn a little bit, you implement that over the week in your day-to-day life. You come back the next weekend with queries, questions that you might have, and then we resolve those also. Okay. And of course, the recording is there if you ever want to revisit again. A much more detailed manual than what you got in practitioner is available for the master practitioner course. Okay. So I invite you all to join. And with that, now let's open up the session for what you are here for today. That is your convocation, your certification. All set? The practitioner course recordings will be pulled down today. You had access till today, like we mentioned earlier. They will be here until your certification happens. So the recordings will be taken down today. But there is a way to get those back, which we will tell you in the Wednesday session. Okay. For now, consider joining the Master Practitioner course. Good. So let's start with the certification. Now, there's a small process that we are going to follow for the certification. I see that some of you have questions. Okay, let's take a couple of questions and then we start certification. Yes, Himaja. Himanshu, you have a question? It seems you are muted, Himanshu. Okay, what we'll do is we will take your questions at the end of the session. Let's quickly do your certifications. Won't take too much of a time. But here is a process we will follow. Mehernosh will announce a name. That person has to come on camera. So if you need to do some quick settings, quick changes, quick changing of your clothes, getting out of the bed, getting out of that nice thick rajai, please do that right away. You have to start your video. You have to tell in less than 45 seconds, how do you feel about this course? Not just about the assignment that we already did in the morning, but about the course overall. How do you feel? How do you like it? How was your outcome? And can we have all the videos on now? Perfect. Thank you, guys. So we're going to speak about how do you feel about the course? How do you like it? And then Mehernosh will show you a certificate. Now, if this was a regular convocation, if this was a classroom training where all of you are friends and you're getting certified, every time somebody's name is called out for the certificate, what would you do? You would clap, you would whistle, right? You would beat the drums, thali chammach bajao, something you would have done, right? So I want you to do that as if this is a live convocation. Let's cheer for each of us. Okay? So you can unmute yourself. So when that person is speaking, you have to mute yourself. And when the person is done speaking, you can unmute yourself. Congratulate when the certificate is shown. Okay? Ready for it? Over to the Dean of the Institute, Mehernosh.
Okay, so excited about being certified. Congratulations to all, firstly. And let's begin the convocation process. For the first name, once I announce the name, as Pawan said, we will let the person unmute and share seconds, and then I'll display the certificate and we'll all clap. Okay, so let's begin with Sailesh ji.
Hello, good morning to everybody, especially to you, Mayor Gorji and Pavanji. This session was an excellent session. Of course, I was totally unaware that somebody had done so much hard work to understand human psychology and had prepared such a beautiful tools. After going through this, I really understood, how we can really communicate well and understand people and have a very good relationship with people. So that was something an excellent thing. And the way, like Pawan sir and you have taken the classes, that was an excellent, very good, very well taken. So that was something. Thanks to you both. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Shailesh ji.
Thank you very much.
We can all unmute.
Congratulations, Alaji.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Congratulations.
all.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Kashmira.
Yeah. Hi, good morning, everyone. I just want to say my experience on this course has been fantastic. There are a lot of things I could easily implement this year end in my professional life. With the kids, I still struggle a bit personally to get that implemented. But nonetheless, there are certain key statements that have got stuck in my mind, like being curious and not furious, trying to use your anchors all the time. And, I just keep reminding myself about these. So I think it's a matter of continuous learning. And the course has actually given me insights to a lot of self-awareness and trying to tap my potentials more than what I would have otherwise not realized unconsciously. So it's more at this stage for me to be more self-aware and and how can I there are a lot of things I did this year end with my team as well at work, and I think it's been such a positive outcome that, and I wouldn't have done it had I not attended the course. So I thank Mehernosh sir and Pawan sir for that, and I hope to build on these learnings more and more as I move ahead in life. Thank you.
Awesome. Congrats, Kashmira.
Congratulations, Kashmira.
Thank you. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Congratulations, Kashmira ji.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kashmira.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Kashmira.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats,
Viprajit.
Kashmira.
Yeah, good morning, all everyone. Good morning, Mehernosh and Pawan. A very special thanks to you because you changed a life's perspective totally. And never knew that NLP would be such a help for me. And I really was implementing throughout the course, because when I realized when the awareness comes, automatically it happens. And the inner talk, the self-talk, Mehernosh mostly like in the Milton model, buy now and something. And that means actually when I was doing something here and there, and I remind of Mehernosh speaking to me that do this that way. And that was really amazing. And so overall experience was very good and powerful. Even while doing the assignment, I was that kept me reminding that it's not try. You have to do it whatever it takes. So that reminded me and put me pressure to do the assignment completely, and I could complete it. But I know it's not complete in a sense that I should have completed. But yeah, to some extent, means I did it some way. So thanks everyone, and this and certainly the masters will help me a lot, because this is the starting thing. And I know there is a lot of to practice, because once the course is done, we are resorted to our own way of life. So we are not implementing that. So to be continue with the journey, I think there's more time required for me to do that. So I'll be certainly joining masters, and it's a lovely experience altogether. Thanks, Mehernosh and Pawan. Yeah.
Viprajit.
Super.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Viprajit.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Viprajit.
Thank you.
Murali Kumar. Murali, can we have your camera on?
Doesn't seem to be around. Next.
Okay, you'll come back. Vimal.
Actually, sir, I attended a seminar of Bombay Chartered Accountants Society, where I first met Sir Pawan Bhattar. And, sir, with Dr. Mehernosh, I share a common qualification. I'm also a chartered accountant. Sir, I've been fortunate to attend this course. One thing, that has helped me is that there are limitless possibilities, and there are so many avenues open to understand ourselves and to understand others, and to align our thinking and our thoughts and behaviors. I think that there's so much to learn with of this particular course, and to master it. So looking forward to the master's course. And this particular thing, first I would make judgments. Now, I basically try to understand others more than making judgments. That is one thing that I have found after going through the course. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Feel blessed to have met you in person, and be a participant to this course, and looking forward to more courses in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mehul Desai.
Thank you.
Anupriya.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Thank you much for introducing this course to me and being patient. And personally, I feel this course helped me a lot during my communications, especially to reduce the stress and anxieties because of the miscommunication. Now I understand the people better. I admire them, which I not doing earlier. And it's really helped me for, self-awareness, and I can solve now many problems as an HR. My job is to listen to the grievance. So lots of things has been improved, and my communication skills, and I'm able to overcome my limited beliefs and habits which I have earlier. Now I will be focusing more into my goal, and I have enhanced my learning memories, and now I can show my leadership skills. I can empathize with people. My understanding levels increased, and now I can solve the problems. Whatever the problems will come in my life and other lives, I'm able to solve it. Thank you so much for introducing such an amazing course. Thank you both, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Anupriya.
Congratulations, Anupriya.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Congrats, Anupriya.
Congratulations, yes.
Congratulations.
Himaja.
Hi, sir. Hi, everyone. Very good morning. Myself, Himaja. I'm a software employee. I'm really thankful. This is my very first course with Mehernosh sir and Pavan sir. So I'm really thankful to the universe. It helped me to understand myself better and to have a family good rapport with my kid and my husband. Coming to my professional life also, the way how I deal with people, everything got drastically changed. I'm more thankful. Thank you so much. I'll be looking forward for more courses. Thank you so much, sir.
Awesome.
Super.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Himaja.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Himaja.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Maria. Maria, can you please unmute and start the video? Yeah.
Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay, firstly, thank you. I think I'm going to take my cousin's name here because we were in a function and randomly she said, you know what, there is this program happening and it should be very interesting. I've heard a lot good about NLP. I did know about NLP, but in a very layman term, maybe just the basics. While I'm a practitioner course and working towards my ACC, I thought maybe this course could help me in my coaching journey. But the moment I started attending the programs, it was more like, first implementing on myself. There are a lot of practices that we follow due to various factors involved that's brought us with this character as of today. But then post the courses, for every single character or for every single behavior, I question myself on why I do this, or is this how I need to respond, or is this how it is supposed to be meant. So this definitely has come only due to this course, and this is helping me to think the bigger picture rather than just listening to what they say. So a great start for the year, definitely. And I'm going to implement this personally and professionally. And all the very best to everyone here to practice and be that impact that not everyone gets an opportunity to be so. So thank you. Thank you for all the trainers who have taken me through this course. This has been a very beautiful journey, and I'm looking forward to implement this and understand more about it.
Thank you. Congratulations, Maria.
Congratulations, Maria.
Maria.
Congratulations, Maria.
Congratulations. Yes, congratulations.
Meena.
Yes, good morning, everyone. And this course has definitely been an eye-opener. I've always been a positive person, but this has brought about much more positivity in me. I understand the mind is a meaning-making machine, and often we make the wrong meaning. But this has made me understand, how do I put it, to look at all the positives, the positives in life, to actually build more confidence, to help myself a lot, and yes, my family, my friends. And I'm sure as a teacher, I will be doing a much better job, than I have already been doing. It has created a lot of awareness in me. My communication also has improved. So I feel very good about it. And I will continue applying this for a long, long time. So thank you so much, Mehernosh and Pawan. It has been a great experience.
Meena, congratulations.
Congratulations, Meena.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations, Meena.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Meena.
Congratulations.
Thank you,
And I
everyone.
like how much NLP has impacted you. Even your slip of tongue is so productive now. Right? From meaning making machine, you're making the mind a money making machine.
Too
I
many
wish the
sweet
mind was a
dreams.
money making machine, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. No, I'm telling you, seriously, it has been such a great learning. And I feel so good about it. I'm telling everyone about it. I've shared the link with so many of my friends, and some will be joining in. So
Yes.
it has been a great, great experience. So thank you so
Super.
much, both of you.
Super.
Thank you. Urmila.
Yeah. So thanks to everyone here, and thanks especially to the trainers. Actually, I'm a teacher, but I handle more of an adult crowd. So I thought that this training will help me more in the communication skills and learning how to reach out to them and all that. But once this course started, I felt that how much I had to work on myself. It, I went into a self-analyzation drive, that why I'm, especially the representation systems, why I'm able to catch on more to what I'm able to see, whereas I don't easily believe what I hear. So that self analysis has brought me an understanding that how I, if I want to communicate, so how I can understand myself and understand others too. And also it brought in a sense of peace that, okay, maybe certain things doesn't go well between people because our representation systems are not matching, and not because we are basically not liking each other or something. So that has helped me personally and professionally as well. And Maria Helena is my cousin. So we both did this together, and we had a lot of discussions, lot of reflections, personal, professional. So I'm really glad that we were able to do this together. We were both, each of our accountability partners. When we missed something or when we did not understand the concept, we got we caught up, we discussed it, and then this has been a very memorable 5 weekends, because not only because I learned so much new things which I can implement personally and professionally, but also because we did it together. It's it's much more memorable that way. And really thanks to Dr. Mehernosh and Pavan. Uh, and I really liked your whatever analogies you brought in, the examples you brought in, and it will stay with me a long time. So, as I said, we have decided that we will take up one technique per week and practice, and then make this 2024 much more the best we have ever had. Thank you so much.
Okay. Congratulations, Urmila.
Congratulations, Urmila ji.
Yes,
Congratulations, Urmila.
Congratulations.
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 Monica.
Happy morning, everyone, and a big gratitude to everyone, especially Dr. Mehernosh and Pawan, because I was, always heard about this NLP, and thanks to my friend Shikha, she introduced me to this, and I will be doing it again to revise, because this came at the time of all those floods, and it was the right moment, because I keep learning something or the other. And I'm very proud that, I was able to complete the assignment during those situations. And it has really helped me. Can you hear me? Actually, I've got, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Actually, I was so carried away while sharing my experience that
this is an awesome course, and I've already recommended to others. And nothing more I can say, because I still have to apply all the principles. Few I've done, but really proud of myself, and my biggest gratitude to both of you. So nothing more I can give to say how was my experience. Definitely, I'll be taking this journey along to the next level also. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Monica.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Monica.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Manjula.
So good morning, sir. I want to thank both the mentors for their valuable insights about the NLP language. And this learning I want to use for my personal self-growing. And also I want to fine-tune myself, like I'm already using the reframing, chunking, and also anchoring, which is giving a positive feedback about me. And my aim is to become an unconscious competence in using the NLP language. So I'm taking the action that I've already enrolled for the master course, so that I can reach my goal. So thank you very much for your insights, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Manjula.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Manjula.
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
Manjula.
Manjula.
Thank you.
Kunj Bihari.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Pawan and Dr. Mehernosh. A very unique experience I would like to call out. I do leadership programs, and this is my 7th batch, which I'm running in my own organization. And I was a co-facilitator, and today I'm a facilitator. And the unique thing is my co-facilitators, the way they are telling today, what happened to you? You bring new things every day. So, I don't know, consciously or subconsciously, what analogies you bring in, the way you present it, it get registered, and I just go and deliver it. So that is one unique way where people have, kept appreciating like anything every day. And that really made a great impact in myself. And yes, I knew it in bits and pieces here and there about NLP, but I got the entire concept. And I think that today the mind map which was been shared at the end, that is going to be really a game changer. uh, you know and yeah, yes, it's a long way to go for me when I have to practice it on my own life, with my family and with my workspace. A long way to go, but commendable job, and the way it has been presented with a lot of analogy. Hats off to both of you, and a great learning for me. Thanks, Pawan and Mehernosh again.
Thank you. Congratulations, Kunj Bihari.
Congrats, Kunj Bihari.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Kunj Bihari.
Thank you. Thank you.
Archana.
A very good morning to everyone, and wishing everyone a very happy new year. I even congratulate everyone for getting the certificate today. For me, NLP program has been the difference that made the difference to my coaching and my outlook towards life. It has been so easy for me to understand people that yes, there is another side, not to just assume, explore the possibilities. So I express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Mehernosh and Pawan sir for making this program so interesting, so simple to understand. Very grateful. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. And looking forward to continuous learning and practicing of NLP in the future too. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations, Archana.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations. Archit.
Congratulations.
Purnima.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mehernosh sir, Pawan sir. Yes, actually, in the COVID time, I started reading many books. I mean, mostly all of personal development and self-growth. And then I got to know and got introduced about this program. And latestly, I read Unlimited Power and Awaken the Giant Within of Tony Robbins. So I got my eye opened and I thought, yeah, this is the program I should attend to, bring the significant change. And then I was searching, and then I came across, I was attending some seminar or workshop. Then one of the person I interacted with, and she appreciated a lot about this program. So I just attended it. So yeah, I got to know myself more. I learned many techniques, some of them I've already heard in those books, and I am able to understand myself more, like why I do such kind of behaviors and why my life is like that, and I also am able to understand the people more. I'm in a teaching profession for last 16 years, and I'm teaching economics. So I feel that I'm able to understand the children also in a better way, so that I can do my work in my best possible way. Other than that, I'm also doing ACC and working towards it. So ACC certification. So I think this helped me a lot. I learned many techniques like which I'm using in my day-to-day life, like anchoring. And in fact, I told this technique to my husband also, and he's also using. He was saying that, I used it and I really found a difference. Then I also use fish patterns a lot, because whenever I feel that, something is not going in my way, so I just use it immediately in my mind. So that way, I feel that it gave me more power and more control over everything. So I feel, in all the way, I feel that I have grown a lot by attending this program. So thank you for giving this opportunity. Looking forward to attend more program of yours and master program, definitely.
Lovely.
Thank you so
Congratulations,
much.
Purnima.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Purnima.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Purnima.
Congratulations, Purnima.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, Murali Kumar, are you there?
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Murali is not able to unmute probably. So here are the certificates for people who are not here. Let's still congratulate them and clap for them so that when they watch the recording.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes,
Okay, Murali Kumar, congratulations.
Congratulations, Murali.
Murali.
Congratulations, Murali Kumar.
Yes.
Shaji, congratulations.
Congratulations,
Yes,
Shaji.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
Saji.
Shaji.
Charanjit, congratulations.
Congratulations, Charanjit.
Congratulations, Charanjit.
Congratulations, Charanjit.
Reshma, congratulations.
Congratulations, Resh.
Congratulations, Reshma.
Congratulations, Reshma.
So congrats to all of you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so much.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You all
you.
accomplished. Good.
Matt, sir,
Well done.
can you just put up my this thing, Sailesh certificate once, please?
Yeah, sure. We'll be sharing the certificates in the group. In fact, we'll share how we are going to put this.
Okay.
Yeah.
1 second.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You'll get a high resolution certificate and Pawan will share with you how. So yes, Pawan.
Okay. Thank you very much.
And it will be enough high resolution that you can make a wallpaper out of it. You can paint one wall with it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, a question for all of you. What will you do with these certificates? चलो
I'm
असाइनमेंट
gonna
कर लिया,
upload it.
सर्टिफिकेट मिल गया, अभी करेंगे क्या इसका?
No, I'm gonna first upload it on my employee profile at work. And
Wow.
I think it's gonna enhance, because just recently they were taking stock of what are the other certifications you've done apart from what you've submitted at the time you joined the firm. So I think this is gonna be a feather in the cap.
Super. So typically certificates go in a file, right? If it was a paper certificate, it would go in a file. If it was a digital certificate, it will go in a folder, something like that, right? And that's what people do with a certificate. But what are certificates meant for? To see or to show? What is the primary role of a certificate? To see it or to show it?
To show it.
To show it. Because for you to know that you are an NLP practitioner, you already know it, you have learned it. Correct? Certificates are designed to show. Knowledge is designed to get. Certificates are designed to show. So you need to show off these certificates. Put it on your social media, put it on your WhatsApp status, put it on your employee profiles, LinkedIn, resumes, wherever you can show off. This certificate has decent amount of value on your profiles as well, on your resumes as well. So make sure you put up there. And there are 3 advantages of this. Number 1, people who see this certificate on your WhatsApp status, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc., automatically have a little bit higher respect for you going forward. Why? Because they also look at you as a person who keeps learning, a person who looks at growth as a priority, a person who looks at continuous learning as a priority. So respect for you increases in people's eyes, plus your profile gets stronger. That's a different story. The second advantage is these people get curious. What did you learn? What is it about? They ask you. Instead of you telling them that you should do a course, when they ask you and then you tell them, it makes much more impact. You have already learned this in the Miltal model, right? So it makes more impact when you do that. So they get to learn. They get some ideas of what they can learn. And what is the third advantage?
The learning.
That happened already.
It boosts confidence.
One advantage
in
is respect for
yourself.
you grows, which is win for you. Second advantage is those who see your certificate gets more choices of learning something. They know what is out there to learn. So it's a win for them. And the third win is for us. Your certificate has our logos on it. So when they know what they should learn, they also know where to learn it from. Okay. We really want to take this knowledge to more and more people. I think this will help in multiple ways. When people learn wonderful things like this, they automatically use it for the right reasons as well. And more good happens in the world. So we want to take it to more and more people, and you are our torch bearers now. You are our people. You are the people who will take the word of mouth forward now. Okay. So let more and more people know. We are starting the next batch on Saturday, 13 January, the practitioner batch, the next Saturday. So let them join in. It's for the one last time. We are keeping it open and free for all. So make sure that you send as many as you can. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Super. Mehernosh, anything you want to add?
All I want to add is that to remind you that the real learning happens outside the classroom. So now that the classroom is over, continue learning, and of course, take your learning to the next level in 2 ways. One is by joining the Wednesday practice sessions, and second is by further upscaling to understand how to apply all that you have learned in a very conversational and a smoother way by joining the master practitioner. So all the best and keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
The mind maps of today have been shared in the group. The master practitioner brochure has been shared in the group. The certificates will be shared in some time as a Google Drive folder link. And the link to join the alumni group will also be shared in your current practice group.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. It
Thank
has
you,
been
sir.
a great experience. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Very
you.
much.
Thank you so much. And congrats to everyone.
Congrats to all of you.
Congratulations to
Yeah,
everyone.
congratulations to all.
Congratulations, everyone.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Himada has a question.
Yeah, yes, sir. I need your inputs on this.
Yeah. So how the world looks when every life live on Earth knows NLP and its technique? Does win-win come in picture? How does it go? What do you think?
I have a negative thought. Like, what if like people who have negative intentions? So, like, it can be like tug of competition, right? So, on that note,
It's
I
like
just wanted, yeah.
it's like nuclear energy. For what can it be used?
Yeah.
To destroy or to create?
Yes.
Right? With great power comes great responsibility. Remember what Spider-Man has taught us. And it's important that we use this with responsibility, of course, keeping the 3 pillars in mind: the outcome orientation, awareness, and flexibility.
Yeah. Agree, sir. Okay. Thank you so much.
And yes, there is a probability that people can use this for negative reasons. I mean, you can use this to get in rapport and get some wonderful outcomes to create win-win situations. And you can also sometimes create rapport to fool people. Okay. So what do you use it for? I have to leave it to your wisdom. I have to leave it to your consciousness. One thing is for sure, history has proved it time and again for ages and centuries that eventually the good prevails. Okay. So even if there is a war between two wonderful NLP people, the good will prevail. There is something beyond NLP also that is at work all the time. It's out of syllabus for this course, but there is something beyond NLP that is also working all the time, and that is the fact that good will prevail.
Okay, sir. Agree.
Right.
Thank you so much.
And as far as you are concerned, वो दुनिया का बड़े लोगों पे छोड़ देते. We look at our own life, our own world. Let's try to make it a good world.
Sir, I'm a true time person basically, so I'm just keen.
Super.
To understand that.
Yes.
So anyway, the 2024 has started on a very good note with a very good certificate. Hopefully, we continue with this more learning and more certificates. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, in knowledge and karma also, a couple of good courses are lined up in January. If your weekends are available, do join them. I'll share more updates on your knowledge and karma group. Anyways.
Yes, I was just going to request that if you could, put up a monthly schedule if you have any upcoming courses where we could see it.
I'll share the schedule today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? So technically the session is over. And we look forward to see you into the masters now. For now, any more questions, queries you have, we are open here to answer.
So just one thing, the certificates that you will be sharing with us, can we print them out and take take a hard copy if we need to?
Of course you can. It's your certificate. हमारा थोड़ी है.
नहीं वैसा नहीं कर just some information.
Print it, share it, put it on your walls, make a frame, make a wallpaper, everything. Certificates are designed to be shown. So of course you should do whatever you have to do with it.
Sir, can you please share the advanced course list of topics to be covered?
Mehernosh has shared a document on the group with the brochure for the Master Practitioner course. It has the entire list of topics.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Pawan and Mehernosh, any ways, I don't know if you connect to corporates and at any point of time, if we need both of you on a platform in a corporate.
Yes, we are open and available for that.
Yeah.
Drop us a message. We'll schedule up things.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Dr. Mehernosh, just a request. I forgot to take the screenshot of the certificate. Can you just please share Monica's?
It is there. It is the high resolution one is being shared on the group now.
Okay, thank you so much. Actually, I told everyone na, that it's my convocation. So that is, thank you so much. Thank you.
I'm just sending the link here.
Good. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. And we look forward to see you in more and more. Okay.
Thank you.
Have a great time ahead. Have a great 2024.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
All the best. Bye.
Thank you so much.